Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And look out, I think he's going to go. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 70 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run here with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Ryan. Staying on his feet. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10. Coleman now. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd down, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So the D-line's going to spread out. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cochran. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vic Beasley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Play action now. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5. Line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ty Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And oh, it's blocked. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got room. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 190!
And some space here. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Come on, let's go!
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
85, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Halfback sent in motion.
Brad 38. Motion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Ryan. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And down he'll go at the 25. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is taken at about the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This time Ryan will throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Strong left, strong left.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ready, ready. No, check that. We're like 50.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This is Coleman. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
In motion right as a running back.
Move.
Now 3rd down and goal from the... And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep for Montgomery. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Prescott from the gun on third. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And the back goes into motion.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch QB drop.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Gun!
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh? But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andre Howe. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go! 38!
And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And out now come the Cowboys. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Prescott again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. And a loose football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. They go play action now. Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action. Ryan. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this This is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A toss running left. That's Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Sponge. Go.
Ryan to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Watch right, watch right. I got it.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.